Flosstube and welcome back to my channel, Home Sweet Home Handmade. I'm Natalie and thanks for stopping by. I'm going to be talking today about the projects I've been working on, and this is a bit of a Maynia wrap-up video to show you my starts. And I've got an FFO, a finished item, and then some of the stitches that I've put on the other Maynia starts. I'm going to refer to my trusty notes as always. So I'm coming to you today from Norfolk in England, which is on the east coast. We live in a very old cottage. It was built in 1875 and we live about 8 miles from the coast. Today it's Thursday the 28th of May 2020 and it's a very sunny day. And I hope that the lighting is a little bit better today because I've waited until a bit later in the day to film this because the sun comes over into our back garden. So hopefully the lighting is a little bit better. And Betsy cat, who is there, she's up on the bed asleep. So hopefully she won't come down and meow too loudly. So just looking at my notes, as I've previously mentioned, I do have a folksy shop which is a bit dormant at the moment, and that's Home Sweet Home Handmade on there as well. I'm hoping to restock in the summer, so I'm sort of like making a few things at the moment and coming up with some ideas of what to make. And I thought I'd just show you a little sneak peek of something I'm working on. It's a little prototype, so you can see. So it's just a little canvas. So it says, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you, using pastel pencils and buttons. But I might also use some fabric on there as well. So if you follow me on Instagram, where I'm Home Sweet Home Handmade as well, you'll be able to find out when I restock the shop, because I'll put a little post in there about it, but that probably won't be until the summer. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I'm just coming up with ideas. So and as I just said, I am on Instagram if you want to pop over and say hello, where I share all my updates about stitching, cats, trips to the beach and things like that. So pop over and say hello. So the first thing that I want to show you today is a fully finished item here. So this is Humble Honey by Hands On Designs. And so that's my first Maynia start, and it was a very quick little stitch. Really enjoyed this one. So a bit of cat hair on, usual. And I backed this and the fabric down there as well with this little bee inspired fabric. It's got all the be original, be humble, be joyful, be caring, be kind. And then I just did the patchwork finish, and then I just put that little charm on the bottom. 2020. So, and I just put a little charm there on as well, which I really like. And these little pins, I had to put those in as well. So this has really started off my smalls for bees, and I really like that. So the next one I think I might do as a small is, I think I might do this Country Cottage Needleworks. So it says be loyal, reading backwards, be friendly, be kind, and I might do that as a small cushion as well for my bee smalls. So yes, I'm really chuffed with how that finished, how that turned out. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to pass the stash on this chart. So if you would like to have this, just comment below and include the word honey in your comment. And also, if you could tell me of any other bee or honey small patterns that I could have a look at to include in my collection. As always, you have to be over 18. And don't say giveaway and don't say competition or anything like that. But just include the word honey, and then I'll know that you want to be included for the draw for this chart. Okay, so that's Humble Honey Hands-On Designs. So, love that. So the next Maynia start that I tried was Little House Needleworks Sampler Heart, and I think I said in my last video I couldn't decide which one I was going to do, but I decided to use the blue, which I believe is one of the new classic Colourworks threads that came out of market, and I think it was called, let me just see on here, Chesapeake Bay. It's a lovely blue. So when I started this, I thought, I know who would like this. And I think I'll stitch this up as a Christmas gift. I'm not going to say who it's for because they may be watching this video. But, so this is the finish. I haven't ironed this, sorry. But it was a very quick little stitch. And I'm thinking that I may put it in a blue frame, so that'll go off to the framers when they're back. I'm not sure about putting a mount in, I'll just think about that. So yeah, I liked that one. So that was the second Maynia start and a finish. So I was on a roll. So the third one, I think I showed you it last time that I just started it. It was the mice in the sewing room. And this is a Brenda Gervais, because I really liked it. I just went ahead and started it before Maynia. So I put a few stitches in, not too many, so I'm hoping to get back to this one. And I'm just using threads from Stash. I think I said that this is a Weeks Dye Works Louisiana Hot Sauce. And then this is Dungaree's Classic Colourworks. That's really sweet. And so this is on a vintage Country Mocha 14 count Ada. So this is going to start my collection of sewing smalls off. Seem to be wanting to stitch all the smalls at the moment. And then I think I showed you this last time. I'm going to back it with this fabric that's got all the vintage. Show it upside down. Yeah, it's got all the vintage sewing thimbles and things like that. That's what I'm going to back it with. So I was sort of looking through my stash the other day at what charts I'd got, and then I thought, I'll just take it out of the plastic, cardboard plastic. I thought that I would stitch this as well. So this is Hands-On Design Stitch Over 2. So it's a stitch over 2 all the day through, because that's what I like to do. So I think I'm going to start this one next for my sewing smalls. And it comes with the small bit of felt as well to go on there. And what I might do on there is just put some either glass headed bead pins or got some pearl pins to put in there. So yeah, so I think I might do that one next. So if you also know of any like sewing related small pin cushions or smalls, just leave me a comment below and then I can check those charts out as well. Okay, so that's Hands-On Design Stitch Over 2. So I'm hoping to, when I see you next, have put quite a few more stitches in this. I'd like to finish the mouse and the cotton reel, or even try and fully finish it, but as I say, as always, not putting any pressure on myself. That's a really cute design. So that was the third Maynia start. And then the fourth one was Little Dove Designs Holly Jolly Christmas. So, and I seem to be sort of leaning towards a lot of Christmas designs and charts at the moment. I love this. I like the ones where they've got like little separate areas. So you can think to yourself, right, okay, so this week I'm going to concentrate on the house or the tree, and just give yourself a little target. So this one is, I think this might be Zweigart's 14 count nougat, and I got the little house nearly done. Thread there. So, really cute design. I like the little wreath on the door. So that's a good start on that. So what I might do sort of going forward into June is I might, with these Maynia starts, is try and, obviously I won't get all this finished, but perhaps with this house block is finish the grass and get the tree in and start on this border. Because that is lovely, and I don't want it just languishing in my whip pile for ages. So I did enjoy that. I like how the roof tiles are. So that's Holly Jolly Christmas Little Dove Designs. So my fifth Maynia, and I think I remember saying to you that I just decided I was going to do 5 starts for Maynia, because of May being the 5th month. So the other Maynia start was Michael Powell, and this is called The Street. This is my 3rd time stitching one of his designs. The other 2 were for gifts, but it's a full coverage piece, not too big. It's 7.9 by 7.6 inches, and I got it as a kit on eBay. So it's come with 14 count antique white Ada, and the threads are anchor threads. I really love that. So I started up here, those little houses there. So that's my progress so far on Michael Powell. I was a bit unsure about the chimney pots being that pink, but actually I really quite like them now. So I'm hoping to put some more stitches on there. So when I see you next, I'm hoping to have got down and do those little cottages there, and maybe put these pots in there and some other lights. But I have to have good light for this because of all the white stitches, but because the evenings seem to be drawing out quite late now, we can get the white in. So yeah, so it's Michael Powell, and as I said before, I love these other charts of his, like the church and the church window, and he also does some charts from Greece, and there's a lot of charts for Venice scenes, which I'd love to do one of those. So that's Michael Powell. So that was my 5th Maynia start. Oops, put that down. So I just put some stitches in just 2 whips this month. So our Sunday morning stitch along with my sister Emily has carried on, and we've been doing the Be Calm, Not Forgotten Farm, part of the Be Well and Stitch movement, this is a free chart on their blog. So, and this is how far I've got so far. I'm just stitching from stash threads. The sunflower petals are Weeks Dye Works Marigold. This I believe is Weeks Dye Works Cappuccino, and this is a DMC, and this is 310. And then I was debating what colour to do the pot in the bottom. I really want to do it in the brown, so I am wondering whether to do it in this DMC variegated 115, which I think will be quite nice. It'll brighten it up, and it's not too variegated, but I think it will make it quite cheerful. So Emily's design, she's got bright pink petals here. Beautiful. She's working on the pot at the moment, but I'm just filling in all these at the moment with DMC 05. All in the new colours. So we're both going to get that framed, and then it'll be a reminder of our Stitchy Sundays, which we're going to carry on, I hope. So Be Calm by Not Forgotten Farm. And then the other one that I've put a few stitches in is the Silver Creek Sampler, and this is Dundee Dreams, I think it was. And I think you remember me saying this is a birthday gift for my friend who turned 80 last week, actually. So, but because of the current sort of lockdown, I haven't been able to visit her, and the framers hasn't been open, so she knows that there's a special gift that will come to her later in the year. But I've put a few more stitches in, but I want to get back to this in June. Yeah, and I'm stitching this on a 14 count Ada called Nostalgia, which I purchased from Rebecca at Gold Leaf Needleworks. It's a fabric flare design. It's beautiful. It's got quite beautiful mottling. You might be able to see. So yes, I must get back to this in June. All the other lovely charts are calling to me, but I must get back to this. Put some more stitches in. So those are the two whips that I put some stitches in, and then my Maynia starts as well. Let me just consult my notes. And I've had a few purchases as well, which I thought I'd show you. So the first one, probably everybody has seen this sort of stitches. So this is the Coffee First by Benjuve. This design. And so I'm going to stitch this first, and then I'm going to pass this on to my sister Emily, and she's going to stitch it. And then the little spoon, near to where Emily lives, there is a sort of antique house clearance place, and they have a lot of cutlery and things, and we're going to go and find some little antique spoons, and then ask my dad if he will drill a little hole in the spoon. So we're going to do this as a little stitch along as well, but perhaps I'll stitch mine first and then let her stitch hers, and then we can go spoon shopping. It's a really cute little design. Came out market. Like her little feet, really sweet. So I purchased this, and then I saw this on eBay. I haven't taken it out of the plastic, so apologies. And I was watching it, and the last one went for £12, and I thought I'm not going to pay that for that. So I watched another one of these that went up, and I managed to snag this for £1.89, which is unbelievable. It's a kit. It's an anchor kit. And I've opened it, and it's actually from 1989. It's quite a vintage pattern. But I thought that I would stitch this up for my friend Anne, the one that I'm doing that one for. Because Anne used to live in the Isles of Scilly, and although I've never been, I thought that that's what it would look like. The Isles of Scilly, if you weren't aware, they're off the Cornish coast, and they look an idyllic place to live, and that's where she brought up her children, and she's got lots of happy memories of living there. So you can put this in a 4-inch hoop. So that looks a fairly quick stitch. So I couldn't pass that by for £1.89. There is the Ada inside, but it's a bit yellow, so I might sub that out. So yeah, so all the anchor threads are in there. So that's a cute little design. So the other thing that I couldn't pass up on, and it's another Silver Creek Samplers, and I think this is a new release as well, and it's called Moonshine. And I just, as soon as I saw that, I thought, yes, that's got to come home. So on it says, the moon said to me, do not wait to be whole, to let your light shine from the depths of your soul. Beautiful. And when I was ordering that, I thought, I think I've got some fabric in my stash that I could actually stitch that on. That look amazing. And I did. I've got this, which is cloudy grey, and it's another one of the printed Adas from Rebecca at Gold Leaf Needleworks. And I think that will just be really amazing on that. So I'm trying to restrain myself from starting this because I love it so much. But I really need to finish some of those Maynia starts and get my whip pile down. So it might be a July start. But that's Silver Creek Samplers Moonshine. So my plans, as I say, for June are to put some more stitches in with my Maynia starts, continue the Be Calm on Stitchy Sunday mornings with Emily, and maybe go through my chart stash and sort of plan a bit more for the rest of 2020 going into 2021. That's very organised for me. But just to work out what gift stitching I need to crack on with and what I'd like to stitch for myself. So the only other thing to say is from my first video I had a giveaway, and I gave away a Halloween chart that I sent off to Shirley. So hello Shirley, I hope that's arrived for you. She's in Iowa in the US. And then the other winner was Bernadette Ryan for the Christmas chart. And Bernadette, I did comment on your comment to say that you're a winner, and could you send me an email with your address details, and I'll get that in the post to you. So let me just, I think I've got the chart here. Yeah. So Bernadette, you've won this amazing shepherd's bush design. So again, I'll leave my email address in the description box below, so if you could get in touch with me and just let me know your address, and I'll get this in the post to you. If Bernadette doesn't contact me between now and my next Flosstube, then I will draw another winner for this chart, because it is beautiful and I do want it to go to a good home of somebody that will stitch it. So also just remember that if you like this chart, to put honey in the comment below and tell me about any of the bee related or honey related small charts that I could look at for my honey collection. So that's all I have for you today. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel so far. It's been amazing. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're working on, any bee or sewing smalls charts I can have a look at, and where you are in the world. I hope to come back to you perhaps in a couple of weeks rather than in a month's time. So stay safe, stay well, and happy stitching. Take care. Bye.